My name is Steve. I like to buy broken electronics and try and bring them back to life, and today I'm looking at 12 broken Nintendo 3DS's. I bought all 12 of these on eBay, and while the listing stated that this was a parts or repair lot, in the description it did say that most of these had been not tested, so there may actually be some that are good and don't need repairs, hopefully. It's always nice when you buy things as untested and they work better than you think, but I think most of us know that that's not usually how eBay works. So I'm gonna turn them all on now and see if we can figure out what's wrong. Now I'm going to start with just the regular 3DS's first, and then we do have one special edition 3DS and some 3DS XLs. First thing I'm going to do is try and power them on, and then if they don't power on, then we'll need to charge them. We do have a blue light on this one, so that's good news. Whoa, there we go. Okay. 3D works. Well, great news on this first one. So far, it actually works pretty well. I don't see any problems at all with it. We do need to get a game card and put it in and make sure it reads games. But so far, all the major stuff looks really good. So hopefully this means this is gonna be a good lot. Most of the time I don't have great luck, but you never know, sometimes I do. I'm gonna test this one with the game and then we'll get to the rest. So on this first one, it looks like the game card reader is not reading the game. I figured it out. I don't know why I didn't know this, but for some reason I didn't know that these are region locked. I think I did know that at some point. It's just been so long since I've worked on them that I apparently forgot. Anyways, the point is, with this version number, the E on the end means this is a PAL system, and this is an NTSC game. So this 3DS is actually working fine, and it's actually in really good condition on the inside. The outside isn't the best, but I think it'll still make some good money just because the screens and the inside is in such good condition. Now it's time to move on to the next 3DS. Oh wow, look at this. We definitely have some camera issues. The lens is completely gone out of here. So that's gonna be a problem. Let's see if this one even turns on. No, oh, wait, blue light. Actually, so far, other than the obvious camera issues, this one looks pretty good too. So we got right trigger doesn't work. Oh. No, neither trigger works. I'm breaking this one as I go. All right, let's see what that camera looks like. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. It's definitely dirty, but... Okay, so I'll have to look closer. I might be able to clean that camera up and call it good. The problem is those things are a pain to get to. You gotta take this whole entire top screen off, replace the camera, including the ribbon cable that goes through the hinge here, which is a pain. But I'm gonna try cleaning that off, and we do have an issue with the right trigger, so we've got some stuff to fix on this one too. So now we'll move on to number 3. So far I've looked at 7 of the 12 Nintendo 3DS's, and so far I'm actually very surprised and impressed. We've got probably about 4 here that have so far no problems found. I do need to test them more, but we also have several that still have the SD card in them and everything. And the other great news is we don't have any that do the thing where they turn on and the blue light comes on and they pop and go off. That's usually something in the hinge or one of the ribbon cables. So far we have 0 of those, which makes me super happy because I'm not looking forward to doing anything with the top screen if that's necessary with this lot. We have 5 more to go. Hopefully the next 5 are as good as the last 7. This is one of the ones I'm looking forward to testing. It's the Zelda Special Edition 3DS. I hope this one works. I hope it's fixable. If it doesn't, let's take a look and see if I'm in luck. On the Zelda Special Edition, the lower screen is really scratched up. You can see it when the screen goes blank. Everything works, at least that I've tested so far, but the screen is really bad. I don't see a screen protector on it, so I might have to replace this because this is just, that's so scratched. I think it'd probably be worth my time to replace it. I think I'd get enough extra out of it. So I may end up doing that, but so far everything else looks pretty good on this one. So we have 3 more, and these ones are the 3DS XL, the original 3DS XLs, and we do have this special edition. This one I'm also looking forward to. I love the look of this special edition, so hopefully this one is one we can fix as well. I'm gonna start with the red one, then go to the black, and then save the best for last. The case is messed up on this one. It's not all the way down there, but the blue light came on and then it went off. Okay, well, there's our first one where the blue light comes on and goes off. This one's in horrible shape and disgusting. There's just stuff all over it, so I feel like I have to clean it before I even take it apart to look at it. And the volume button's stuck, so I don't know what this one's gonna be. This one might take some work. And now for the special edition. Blue light comes on. Actually, it's in pretty good shape overall. Okay, good so far. All the buttons work. Let's check the game card slot. Oh, that's no good. So an error has occurred. This one can be a really problem code. Sometimes this error can be caused by a bad Wi-Fi card. I hope that's all it is, but we're not gonna know until we get it open. You thought my pile was gonna fall over, didn't you? After very minimal testing, I have these diagnosed as far as we can go for now, but now it's time for everyone's favorite part. Let's take them apart. Is that really everyone's favorite part, or is that just my favorite part? As most of you probably know or have guessed, I love tools. I'm always looking for the best tools that can do the job the best and last the longest, and one of my favorite screwdrivers is my wifi PH00x40 screwdriver. I've had this screwdriver for about 4 years, and it basically looks brand new, other than having some of the writing scratched off or rubbed off just from use. Other than that, it looks and works still brand new. So when Wiha told me they would send me some free tools, I said sign me up. They sent me this precision screwdriver kit, so I'm gonna try it out today while I'm taking these apart and just test out the rest of the screwdrivers and see how they work for what I do. I'd love to know what your favorite tools are, so let me know down in the comments which tools are your favorites. And last screw, initial impressions are these are just very high quality tools. I don't know how well you can see it, but things like these fillet screws, the screwdriver just sticks in and contacts the entire surface of the slots in the screw. So that just makes it so you can really get a lot of torque on that screw from the screwdriver and just get it out easier without the screwdriver slipping off and stripping out the screw. Oh wow, we got some real gross sticky stuff here. You need to clean that off first, then we can get that R button replaced and see how it works. All right, that's enough cleaning for now. Let's get this R button replaced and see if we can get it working. I don't think I can take something apart that looks this dirty and not clean it, so I do need to clean this real quick, and then we can get the new cable in and button in and see if that works. All right, that feels great. Just gonna do a little more cleaning on this, then we'll install it onto the 3DS and see how it works. All right, great news. The right button works, left button works, and this is the one with the camera lens that is bad. So I think what I wanna do here is see if we can clean these up and then put a new lens on and see how the camera looks. To get to that outer camera lens, we need to take off this screen cover right here. So the easiest way that I've found is to get started right here on this corner. Well, that one is very brittle. That's never actually happened before when I've taken these apart, but that one's super brittle. Add that to the list of things we need to fix on this one. Well, normally this just peels right up and you can just stick it back down. Like I said, I've never actually had one break like that before, so that's a strange one, but we'll just have to get another one so we can just put right over it. Shouldn't be any big problem. And here we go. So this actually is the camera lens right here. So let's check. It actually is in really good condition. So I'm gonna put this lens back in. It just fell out. That's crazy. There we go. You need to make sure that the adhesive sticks down so it'll stay there how it should. Now we can make sure these cameras are in good condition, nice and clean. They look really good. Now we have to deal with this top screen lens as well. So what I'm going to do here is remove all this old adhesive, then we'll get another screen to put right on top. The screen we put on top will have adhesive on it, so we just need to place it and make sure it sticks down. So I think I figured out why that other screen cracked and broke, because it was made of glass. Most of these are made of plastic. As you can see, this is very flexible. The other one was not, because like I said, it looked like it was made of glass. Now we've got all the adhesive off. I've cleaned the screen. I've cleaned under this screen protector. Now we're gonna put it on like this. Make sure that it goes down all the way and is nice and secure. Now this is used. I didn't go out and buy a new one because there's no point. This 3DS is not in the best shape. So I just wanted a screen protector that would work here, and this one definitely does that. Okay, let's check this camera out. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Let's check the inner cam. And inner cam works good as well. I'm gonna do a little more cleaning up on number 2, then we'll move on to number 3. Number 3 and number 4 had no problems found, so we're moving to number 5 with a sticky game slot and sticky buttons. So I already know I'm gonna have to remove the motherboard out of this so I can clean all the buttons, and then we'll have a look at the game slot too. So the first thing I need to do is remove this back plate, the battery, and then this whole bottom housing. There we go. Once that's done, we need to remove the motherboard, and then we can get to the cleaning. I don't always try and make money with the lots that I buy, but this one I think I'm gonna try and make some money on it. I bought this lot of 12 broken 3DS's, and there's a couple 3DS XLs in the lot as well, but it makes a total of 12. I bought it for $425, 12 units. The cost per unit comes out to $35.42. My estimated selling price is $65. Some of them are gonna go for more than that. They shouldn't go for less than that unless it's something I can't fix. So then I would have to sell it as broken. My estimated shipping and fees is $8.45. So my estimated profit per unit is $21.13. Now with the motherboard out, we can get to all the buttons. So here we have it put together enough to test the buttons, and these buttons feel really nice. They're not sticky at all, very responsive, so the buttons I think are good. Now we need to check the game slot. So if we put a game in, okay, it's actually not sticky at all, the actual slot. So I think probably what was happening is the bottom case was on here, and the bottom case is kind of sticky too, so that may have been what was causing it to stick. I will take a look at these pins and check and make sure they're nice and clean, and I may need to clean those, and after that we'll get it put back together and then clean the rest of it up and test it all. All right, now we have it all together. These buttons are working great. Let's check the game slot. There we go. So number 5 is fixed for now. I do have to test it more, but for now it's looking good. Now let's move on to number 9. Number 6, 7, and 8 are all look good so far. I don't see any problems with them. I still do need to do a full test on them, but they look good so far, and if I find any problems, then we'll fix them here on camera. Number 9 is the Zelda Special Edition 3DS. Let's see if we can fix that one and get it looking nice. So this one has heavy scratching on the lower screen, so we're actually going to replace it with a used screen, but one that is in much better condition. So I'm going to get that one installed now. So we have the bottom screen in. One thing I noticed is if you look right here on this charge port, the mount here and the mount here are both broken away from the solder. That's something super common on these 3DS's, so I'm gonna go ahead and solder this back on and this back on, make sure that we have real good joints there just so this charge port stays right where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna put a little bit of flux down on the joint. The flux just helps the solder flow. There's one joint, and there's the second joint. And there we go. These joints are nice and tight, and this port is soldered on nice and solid now. It won't be going anywhere. So we have the bottom screen replaced. Let's turn it on and make sure that it works real quick. Okay, there we go. That looks great. This bottom screen is in much better condition. While it's not brand new, it does look a lot better than it did. Unfortunately, there's some pretty deep scratches on this top screen, but that's just what we have to deal with. It's not worth replacing it, in my opinion. So other than that, we do have to do some more cleaning on it and then do all the rest of the testing on it, but number 9 is looking pretty good. Now that we've done all the small 3DS's, let's go to the 3DS XLs, and we're gonna start with probably the most difficult one. This one turns on and then turns back off. Let's check it out. This 3DS XL is, first of all, absolutely disgusting. Second of all, let's verify what it does. So I'm gonna take the bottom cover off, check all the ribbon cables, and see if there's anything obvious that's causing that. Well, that's the first problem. We've got a ribbon cable here that's not attached. We have some liquid damage down here, but let's just attach this ribbon cable and see what it does. Whoa, that's amazing. It actually turns on and works. Okay, well, I guess now I'm gonna see if I can clean it all up and test the rest of the stuff. That's amazing. I can't believe this actually works with all this nastiness. All right, so it's definitely not done. I've got more to do on it. This is as far as I'm gonna take it for now. Let's turn it on and just look at it again and see how it looks. And there we go. Like I said, it needs a lot more work to get it nice and clean, but overall that's much better than what it was, and it's at least usable now. I don't feel gross just touching it, so that's always nice. And there we go. It does need a little bit of cleaning as it didn't come up the first time, but it does work. So it looks like number 10 is gonna be fixable. There's a couple other things I need to do to it, but we're gonna move on to number 11. And for number 11, we didn't find any problems, but we do need to check parental lock, as it does say there's a parental code. So let's check that out now and see if it's something we need to unlock. Content is restricted by parental controls. Would you like to change settings? All right, so we're gonna go through and do the procedure to unlock this. Basically, you just need to go online to Nintendo's website and get the reset code, and then you'll enter that reset code into the console, and then it'll be reset. And master key is confirmed. Now we can change all the parental controls, so then we can factory reset it. Now with the parental controls cleared, we need to do some cleaning on this and also remove some stickers, and then this one will be ready to go as well. Okay, here we go. So we have this outside that is looking pretty good. There is some fading from those stickers, but overall it looks great. And obviously there's some big scratches and whatever. That's what I knew going in when I took the stickers off. And then we have the inside that also is looking pretty good. We got some grime kind of along the edges, but overall this one is actually looking pretty good. And now it's time for my favorite one of the whole lot, this special edition 3DS XL. It's the NES edition. Let's see if we can fix it. So if you remember, this one has an error when we turn it on. Really hope I can fix this one. Look at how good of condition this is. It just looks really nice. There's, you know, some scratching and stuff like that, but overall it looks really good. No parental controls, okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna try is replacing the Wi-Fi module on this. Sometimes it actually just needs to be reseated, but sometimes it just needs to be replaced. So hopefully that's all it is. Let's check it out and see. So this is what I'm talking about. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's actually seated down there fine. So, oh, we got a bit of a dent over this. I don't know if that matters or not. Okay, and we have a dent in here too. So hopefully all it needs is this guy. Let's try and put a new one on here and see if it works. I'm gonna try putting one on from the regular size 3DS. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but let's give it a try. Now let's see if we get that error again. Come on. Yes. Did I fix it? I think it might be fixed. Awesome, I think we got it. Okay, everything is looking great so far. Let's see if it'll play a game. Oh, there we go. And there we go, it plays a game too. So, number 12 is also fixed. This lot of 12 Nintendo 3DS's is actually really good. I found a bunch that didn't have any problems at all, and then the ones that did have problems, I was able to fix every single one. So we have 12 3DS's that I'm gonna be selling. I'll be posting updates on my profit numbers and sales numbers over on my Instagram, and that's at TronicsFix. So come follow me over there if you wanna keep up on those updates. Check out the playlist up on your screen now if you'd like to see me try and fix more broken stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.